Then we speak about universal basic income and the homelessness. Again, this is season 6 with Hales. And essentially, we were calling out that universal basic income will work just as good as the COVID relief benefits. So anybody that is going through that now can probably say that it's awful and they are trying to take a ton of money back, and a lot of people are getting bills. A lot of people are getting bills allegedly that money they didn't even get. They're struggling to talk to people through this. So just reiterating that when we said UBI wasn't going to be good for these reasons, it looks like we might be right on that one. Homelessness problem, guys, has never gotten better. This is where I want, again, Liberals and NDP to really look. Like we talked about this years ago and how bad it was. So please tell me how your administration, your side, your boys are doing good on this, because it's been a year and a half and it's not gotten better. Number 5, we talk about the pandemic follow-up and everything that we had felt during the pandemic, what it was like to go through it unvaccinated, come out on the other side. And at this time, we didn't even know half the things that we were talking about was true. So I might have to do a follow-up, that one with Hales, because like I said, this is a year and a half ago. And since a lot has come out, and if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I definitely suggest, if you don't know what it was like, if you have an unvaccinated friend, talk to them, ask them what it was like, because they're going through, they have PTSD every winter. Every winter, I think all of us can't breathe. Every time something else comes out, we're like, oh my God, are they going to do this again? And then now look at the consequences for, they're lowering the age of when kids, or heightening the age of when kids should learn stuff. There's so many things that have come out about the massive repercussions from some of these decisions. So I think it's super important to revisit. Number 6 was the first time that I had open minds on Keeping Up with Canada, not the first time on the show, but in season 6, I had him come on. Again, we talked about the MAID progression. And I think that's where really kickstarted Christopher's want to learn more about this program. He reports on it a lot, so please go follow him, Christopher, on the Open Minds podcast. He's been on the show several times. In this episode, we also talk about like a harm reduction, how some policies just really aren't working, political talk. What does that look like for Pierre? What's Trudeau doing? What's Jagmeet doing? We also just talk about what it's like podcasting and being vocal, and what it's like to learn how to speak more of your truth and try to bring Canadians together when it seems like a lot of mainstream media and other people and politicians are just trying to rip them apart.